Hey guys, I felt like this would be an important video to make, so I wanted to talk about the 18650 batteries. So these are lithium ion batteries, commonly used in robots and a ton of other things like laptops and stuff like that. But in any case, a lot of times these are used in battery packs, and sometimes they're sold, a lot of times they're sold individually like this. So now this particular battery is an Ultrafire, and you might not recognize that brand because it's not a common brand like Sony or Samsung or Panasonic. I think Panasonic, if I remember correctly, Panasonic invented this type of battery. But in any case, these are apparently these are fake batteries. So I picked these up some years ago on eBay. So you kind of have to watch out for fake batteries. Apparently, I had no idea such a thing could even exist, or that this was a real thing. But apparently, it's really common for people to sell fake 18650 batteries. So a couple things to point out about these, and a few things to point out about these in particular, and then I'll talk about the battery type in general. So these in particular, first thing, the brand Ultrafire. Now, a lot of people online on Reddit and other places joke around that, you know, any battery with the name fire in the name, a lithium ion battery with the word fire in the brand name, is kind of a bad deal. They joke around that they're going to catch on fire or something. I don't know that these are going to catch on fire, but yeah, basically there are a bunch of variations. Apparently, there's Ultrafire and a bunch of other things with the word fire in them, and they're all just these no-name brands that are hit or miss. And even with Ultrafire, it could be hit or miss. Some of them are actually okay, and some of them are not okay. Some of them are really, really bad and barely work. Some of them will work a little bit, but not as good as they should. But that's one thing. The other thing, these are very light compared to, if you see over here, I have some Adept batteries. These came with my Adept robot kit. Now, I didn't get any batteries with my Freenove robot kits, and so I purchased these on eBay, which was a mistake. Now, I'll tell you where you can actually get them in a bit. But yeah, so the other thing, so these are very light, whereas these Adept batteries, these are actually pretty decent. They're Adept branded. I'm not sure what the original brand was, but the Adept batteries are, you can actually feel they're significantly heavier than these Ultrafire batteries. So these are light. They're Ultrafire branded. But the other thing is, notice the milliamp hours. So it's 9,800. Now, for this type of battery, yeah, see, I got to get this focused properly. Sorry about that. But yeah, so it says it claims 9,800. Now, we know that's not true. I believe they're supposed to cap out at around 3,500. So 3,500 is the max. And some of the reputable brands for marketing purposes might say like 3,600, but really it's 3,500. But basically they cap out around 3,500. So you're not going to get much more than that. So anything that claims to be above 3,600 is going to be they're lying to you, right? So this one, it literally just says it right there on the battery, 9,800 milliamp hours. So we know right from the start that that's actually false. And so at the very least, they're lying about the capacity of this battery. But I think it's actually worse. So in my experience, I've had a lot of trouble with these batteries. And this is probably one of the reasons I've had a lot of trouble with my robots. They basically, before I can even get the thing configured or calibrated or whatever, it's practically dead, and I lose connectivity to the Raspberry Pi. Basically been running Raspberry Pi powered robots, and like as soon as it doesn't have enough power to keep the Pi running itself, you lose remote connectivity to the robot. So then you don't know what's going on. Like, is it a network issue? Is it my bad Wi-Fi? Is it the batteries and the Pi just shut down? You have no way of telling. And then it causes all sorts of issues with the motors and stuff too. So in any case, I mean, basically you have no control over it, right? And it's not. So there's that, and there's probably some other issues with my robots I've been building too, but this is one of the issues that this was one issue. So the Deep batteries were a little bit better, but not good enough. So the difference between these, I think, not only are these lying about the milliamp hours, but these are actually way worse than your average battery. These are probably something like 500 milliamp hours or less. And these are a little bit old now too. So these are pretty bad. Now, just a vague, I haven't measured really precisely, but just to give you a vague idea, I think these lasted about 2 minutes versus 10 minutes. Really, I'd hope to be getting at least like 20 minutes out of it. I don't know if that's realistic, but I've ordered some more reputable batteries. I think these should actually be reputable, but I don't know how good the capacity is. But I've ordered some reputable recommended batteries, and I'm going to see how long my robot can stay alive with those. And I might have to come up with a whole other, have to come up with a whole other solution, look for other types of battery packs that are not recommended for these specific robot kits, but I'm going to look for something that gives the right voltage and everything, and hopefully come up with a good solution one way or another. If the batteries I order are working great, then fine, I'm going to go with that. If not, I'm going to try to come up with something else. I'm going to try to get as much as I can, because if like a Roomba or a Shark automatic vacuum cleaner can roam around my house for like an hour or more, if I can have a robot vacuum going around my house for an hour or more, there's no reason my custom built Raspberry Pi powered robots can't go for more than like 10 minutes, right? So there has to be some kind of solution I can throw together, and I'm kind of planning to put that together. Now, what else could I say about these? Okay, so about as far as where you should buy these batteries from, check the link in the description. I'm going to put a link in the description to some reputable places and to some discussions online where people talk about, what to look for and where to buy them. So I will put those links in the description of this video, so check the links in the description. One thing I should point out, never ever buy these on Amazon or on eBay or AliExpress or Alibaba or any free online marketplace where anyone can sell them. Apparently they were banned from Amazon at one point, and so what the instructions for one of the robot kits that I bought says they're not available on Amazon. So when I saw that, I saw that they recommended some vendors, I thought, okay, they're not available on Amazon, I'll check eBay. They're on eBay. I just ordered them on eBay. I had no idea that fakes were a thing. But apparently the reason they're not available on Amazon is because Amazon banned them because of a lot of the scams involving fake batteries. So basically counterfeit batteries on Amazon. So essentially, in more recent times, I've actually found that Amazon does have these batteries now, but yeah, a lot of them are fake. Some of them have good reviews from people who maybe just want a battery that works a little bit and aren't really paying attention to how long it works for. And there are a lot of if you look at them, I didn't find one that is more than 4 stars, like 4 out of 5 stars, right? So I could not find a single battery that is like a full, 4.5 to 5 stars. And each one, if you check the 1-star reviews, people say, hey, they don't hold anywhere near the capacity that they're supposed to. So they're all lying to you. And so apparently the scammers, from what people have said, the scammers have found ways to get around the restriction selling this type of battery on Amazon. So they're still not allowed to. I believe they're still not allowed to, but they're getting around that restriction one way or another, maybe based on how they label them or something. But in any case, so yeah, don't buy these on Amazon. And eBay, apparently they don't restrict it at all, but you're almost always going to find, like 99% of the time, you're going to find scam batteries. I'm not sure if 99% of the time is the exact metric, but most of the time you're going to be finding scam. Basically, you have to assume that any battery you find on Amazon or eBay, at least for the the 18650s. Like I buy regular household batteries off Amazon all the time, but for these 18650s, I am. Yeah, you have, from what people say, you have to assume that it's going to be a scam and that they're counterfeit if you buy them off of Amazon or eBay. So, in any case, there is. So I put a reputable. There's actually a subreddit dedicated to these batteries, and they have like a posted thread on this subreddit where they talk about reputable places, and they have a big list of reputable places where you can get these. And I actually checked the PDF documentation that comes along with some of my robots, and one of the sites that they recommend corresponds with one of the sites that is recommended on Reddit. So I'm going to post that Reddit thread in the description of this video, and I'm also going to post the link to that store that I selected, the one that's both in the manual and recommended by that thread on Reddit. So that's the vendor that I selected, and they apparently they apparently sell non-counterfeit 18650 batteries, lithium-ion batteries. So that's going to be my recommended place to buy them from. Now, one other thing people mentioned, if you can go to a vape store, like a real reputable vape store, they should sell, because apparently people use these for vapes a lot of the time. So yeah, you can buy them from there too. Just reputable vape store, you can buy these 18650 batteries. Now, I have heard of people buying counterfeit batteries, and I don't know if this is true, but supposedly they've caught on fire in people's vapes. So just, something to watch out for. So yeah, apparently the other interesting thing, I've seen these for like, anywhere from $12 to $30 on Amazon, and those are, you kind of have to assume they're counterfeit. I was looking at these at one of the recommended vendors, and they're going for an average of like $6 to $7 each, and they were on sale for like $3 to $4 depending on the brand you get. So I bought some Samsung and I bought some Panasonic batteries, and they're on their way. They're in the mail now, but I'm going to test them out and see how they work. So I think I've covered everything I wanted to cover about these batteries. So these are the Ultrafire batteries. They're all bad. So I've tested them before. I tested them with a multimeter after I initially charged them, put them in the robot, watch them drain pretty quick, and then test them when they come out. I've seen different things. A couple of these, I think it was, I'm not sure which couple, but a couple of them just drained really quick, both at the same speed. And one pair of these, one of the battery drained pretty quick, and the other one just didn't drain at all. Like one of them drained down to absolute zero, and the other one was not draining at all. So I've seen some, not exactly consistent behavior with these. These are deeped batteries. I am not sure. Let's see. Let's take a look at these real quick first. So actually, I do still recommend this charger. I don't know how accurate these. I did a video on this just a few days ago, but it's a no-name charger, but it seems to work pretty nice. I don't think these bars are accurate at all. It's moving when they're charging and it stops when they're done charging, but it stops moving pretty quickly. But I've checked the batteries with the multimeter. They seem to be charged perfectly fine. So it seems to be working, but I don't really trust this meter on here. It just says whether it's charging or not. And I usually just try to leave them in for at least 4 or 5 hours, no matter what. At least that's what I'm doing for now. Now, let's see if I can get this on the, actually, this is plugged in now. So I got to pull this cord to actually get this on the video. And let's see if I can, so this one says 2000 milliamp hours. So it's not a high capacity battery. It's not super high, but at least they're probably not lying to you. And this is probably like rebranded, like Sony or Panasonic or something. I don't know what original company made it, but I doubt it's a Deeped. But a Deeped has rebranded it and distributed it with one of their robots. I believe that was the robot tank that I made, but that came with these. I had other issues with that tank. I'm going to have to get that worked out too. I'm going to try to revisit all my old robots. And I did just recently build the robot car from Freenove. So definitely stay tuned for that video. Hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below if you have your own experiences with these batteries or any of these robots. And definitely stay tuned for that video. Hit the subscribe button, stay tuned, and keep an eye out. I'm going to be putting out that video maybe right after this one or really soon in any case. My initial demo and testing with that Freenove robot car. So I'm going to put that initial video, and there's going to be a few more videos for that particular robot coming out too. I'm going to try to improve it and fix things, make it work by itself, do all sorts of neat stuff with it. But the initial video, I've run into some interesting issues and it's been a little bit of fun. So expect that initial video coming out really soon, and more to follow after that. And I'm aiming to, so I'm putting out a ton of other videos coming up really soon. I'm going to try to put out like a Linux video every single day. I'm going to try for that anyways. And I'm going to try to put out a lot more robot videos. And I have a ton of other great tech stuff. So definitely stay tuned, subscribe, like and subscribe, all that. But hopefully this helps somebody. Hopefully someone finds this useful. And hopefully I can prevent people from buying counterfeit batteries. So definitely don't get these like what I did. So anyways, hopefully this helps someone avoid buying counterfeit batteries. And that's about it for today. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on that next video.